give a little recap for our last session, dude. What happened last session? After your
Sweet.
characters spent some time at the Greenway Resort trying to spend a night there, then y'all had to leave suddenly. Y'all don't exactly remember why. It had something to do with some creature, some two-headed creature, but you don't exactly remember the fight. Turlon tried to take a potion to see if they could remember it, and they did temporarily. But more disturbingly, outside of the Greenway Resort, they saw a whole bunch of fucking these gray stalks in the air just around the vine, and ears bleeding. Not a good time. Y'all started leaving. A plate that John was holding turned out to actually be a vertebrae from some creature. And through some discovery, it seems like the closer you got to the Greenway Resort, it seems like it got harder and harder to see things for what they really were. So y'all went to bed, had a couple dreams at the Veinbreaker's place, went back to the Greenway Resort, uh, or went back to a high vantage point to look at the Greenway Resort from a far distance with some spy glasses. We're able to see that for the celebration of Hundreds Day, a whole bunch of banners appear to be strewn across the Greenway Resort in celebration, but upon closer inspection, it seems like the banners were actually the stalks that Turlon had seen, like the heads that were attached to. Not fun. It seems like there's a lot of them. Let's just put it that way. But they all seem to be leading to the base of the Greenway Resort, so you all were planning on heading back to the Veinbreakers just to talk to Sir Ross a little bit. There's only three things you want to talk about. Not exactly, we don't have to exactly role play through it, just because it's kind of small things. But y'all wanted to know, if I remember correctly, wanted to see if there was any way of deafening y'all's selves, because you imagine that it has something to do with maybe this creature is singing, has something to do with sound related, because y'all closed your ears and you can see it better. Uh, some form of deafening, some way you could get beneath the Greenway Resort, and then if they would be willing to have some of the Veinbreakers members just kind of stay outside of the Greenway Resort and maybe try and fend off any attacks above ground while you all made a mission below ground to try and take out the
And possibly
base.
have some of them have the same sort of muting thing we
Exactly.
could.
Exactly. So you all make it there. Sir Ross is sitting and talking to Soroth, who is the very confusingly named, but the person that had the journal that originally had all those crazy scribbles in them randomly throughout that he did not remember putting. But they're talking, and you approach him. And in terms of the death things y'all were talking about, maybe spells or potions or things like that. And what Sir Ross says is, he says, well, most of the spells or potions that I guess we could create, they're not exactly intended for you to on purpose be deaf. It's not supposed to be a good thing. It's normally for malicious intent. So there is a chance that one, it could not work depending on how hardy you are, and in another sense, it could work so well that you would be so permanently deaf that it wouldn't fade away and we'd have to heal you in some way. So that is an option, but a little bit of a risky one.
Awesome.
He says that essentially I'm just gamifying, like, saving throws, right? You would have to take one for whatever deafness. He says, we do have some contraptions that we've used for interrogation that block off sight and sound. We could
Maybe not that.
we could modify those so they don't have the sight being blocked. But we only have
Maybe we could do
we only
contraption.
have three of those, so one of you would have to use some other method. And then Soroth recommends. He says, "Well, you could just. I know we have a whole bunch of wax that we've used before. We could melt it down and maybe mold it to your ears, stick it in, and so it's probably not going to work 100%. You're not going to be fully deaf, but it's better than just trying to plug your ears." So essentially, the options are for you four. Those are kind of the options, unless of course you have one as well. You can go a little bit risky, whereas if you do the deafness potion and or spells, if it works, you are truly deaf. Like you don't hear anything, which is best case, but there's a chance of it working too well, and there's a chance of it not working at all. So
I need the potion because I'm going to be probably transforming into animals.
Mm.
The contraption will fade into my form, and the wax isn't going to stay.
okay.
That's a good point. I think we should lean. I think we shouldn't have everyone on the potion, but I think the potion is a good idea. I know it's risky, but I feel like any amount of illusion, like it's all or nothing, right? Like the potions aren't all or nothing, but I feel like this illusion is going to be all or nothing. We hear it at all, and we're fucked. That's kind of my how I'm assuming this is. So I think we should potion. Thoughts?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
fine with
potion
potion.
pilled.
Potion.
I'm doing the wax too,
John's doing the wax.
just in case. Just in
Okay.
case.
Oh, I see. So doing tandem. Is that what y'all would
Yep.
want as well?
Oh, wax and
Why
potion.
not?
I mean, yeah, good call. Good call. Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Can you
do
tell
it.
me more about this contraption?
It is. They have one person kind of just go and get it while y'all are talking, and it's these kind of two metal what are they called, like semicircles, these bands that kind of go over the head with clamps around the ears, and then one that goes in front with like a clamps that go around both eyes. It's a pretty not fun looking contraption. It's you could remove the front part, but it looks pretty freaky. It looks pretty medieval, I'll say that.
Okay.
Not a contraption
Wonder why we
fan,
have this,
personally.
but pass. Not using that.
Yeah, potion for me.
Motion. All right. And he says we'll be able to get you each 2 potions just in case one of them doesn't work, but that's all we can do essentially, just with the resources that they have. It's not a very common thing. So I'll say you can do that. The other thing was having people go along. Sir Ross says that they can do the wax in terms of people that go outside. He's like, do you all want these people to attack any of the stocks, or just to be there to try and defend anyone that is being attacked, or just to be witnesses for it being killed?
I mean, I think the idea was just we should have guards there in case absolute chaos breaks out, right? Like, I don't know how this illusion magic works, but presumably even a guard without hearing coverings is going to see someone getting fucking eaten, right?
No,
So
they're not. No, they're not.
you don't think they would
No,
see at all?
they're gonna forget.
I-
No,
They'll
no.
forget.
I mean, they'll forget it shortly after,
You
but they'll see
need
it
no.
happen.
Like that doesn't matter. It's gonna leave. It's gonna eat someone and leave. The whole point of these things is that they bite people, they kill people in the middle of everything, and then no one notices. So someone just disappears.
Then
So
I
it
mean, I
has to be
think
two
even
of them.
still with the covering, they'll be fine. Hopefully, I
really
mean, it's the
don't
best
think
we can
so.
get.
I
I mean, do you think it's worth not setting them? It
I'd
doesn't
rather
really
just
cost us
have 'em.
anything.
I want them to
Just have them
be
with
there
wax in
in
their
case.
ears. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just have them with wax.
Okay. Yeah, it'll work pretty well, and it just won't be perfect.
Yeah, we don't need them to be perfect. They just need to be able to do
Yeah.
something.
The question
But back
is,
to the original point, I don't think it should be attacking like the stocks on site. But like if they see something happening and have the acuity to react to it, I think they should.
Okay.
See,
yeah, they're adults. They can take the initiative.
they can figure it out.
Quite initiative. I'll say, and then the final thing was a way to kind of, y'all suspect that this monster, whatever it is somewhere within the base, maybe even the lower parts of the Greenway Resort. Soroth speaks up and he says, "Well, I've been kind of disturbed by the fact that I couldn't remember what I had written in my journal, so I've gone over the notes of the previous people, and something that stuck out to me, it's not that big of a deal, but it may give a hint, is that on 3 different accounts, people complained about the water not being as hot as it used to. And I do
Mhm.
know that there, in most of the vines throughout Wade, have a water heater boiler room beneath the vines where they heat up water for the whole vine. So that may be a good idea in terms of that's a good first place to look. He says that in terms of getting to different vines, he says, Sir Ross says, well, the vines are connected, sure, but it may be easiest just because if you can just talk to someone at the Greenway Resort in order to get down to the water heater room. Just say you need to investigate it as the vein breakers. I'd say that would be reasonable. If the monster, he kind of pauses for a moment. If the monster is used to being illusioned, then it's not going to find anything odd unless you react to it being seen. So as long as you're nonchalant about it, it may be fine just to enter from the Greenway Resort.
Nodding. Yes. Let's go.
Hell yeah. So do you all, and I will say also, Turlon, as you were, leaving after going to the vein breakers, that small pain in the center of your forehead started fading away to barely a pinpoint when you get to the vein breakers. But as you get closer to the Greenway Resort, it once again builds up. But is there anything else you want to do at the vein breakers before y'all start heading towards the Greenway Resort?
No.
No.
Oh yeah? Alright, then let me unpause this freaking game. And
Unpause the game, bro.
I'll say it's probably around like 1 to 2. I don't remember exactly what time, but I remember it was in the morning. So I'll say it's around maybe 1 that you are getting back to the Greenway Resort. And as you're making your way through Wade, once again, Turlon, your head kind of hurts a little bit. But as you're making your way through Wade, especially getting more closer and
it's not
closer
1 in
to
the
all the
morning.
resorts, or 1 p.m. is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we slept.
Yes, yeah. So y'all scouted it out in the morning, and now it's very early afternoon. And as you're getting closer and closer to the resorts, closer to the beach, the people, the quote-unquote roads, the sands, and people on the vines, outside on the vines, there's a lot more people than there used to be. It seems like, hundreds a day. You can imagine crowd sounds, and there's some music playing from various balconies. It kind of seems like kind of a cacophony of various sounds as you're just traveling there, and it seems to get more and more populated as you're getting closer. And I will say, as you all turn the corner towards to start looking at the Greenway Resort, from your perspective right now, it just looks like you're probably about a mile-ish away on the ground. It looks like they're, it looks like you see those streamers, the same ones that John was talking about earlier. And for just a moment, you all feel like, nothing's wrong. You maybe have doubts, but then you remember all of, you have everything that's written on your arm. You have the wax that is ready to go in your ears. You have these potions, and you remember your mission. There is a moment, just even turning the corner, you can feel within yourself that what are we really doing? Is there a monster here? You kind of start to doubt yourself. But I'll say, do you all put your wax things in your ears? Is there anything you want to discuss before you try and go
I'm not doing the wax thing.
silent mode?
Do we have any indication of how long the potions last?
I'll say that they told you that it lasts 5 minutes, so you could,
Oh.
if it works, is the key.
Okay. I'll be honest. John put his wax in as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I guess we have to do the wax thing then. There's
Yeah,
no
we
way.
gotta wait until I want to have the potion like on my belt, like have it out so I can just chug it.
As soon as
He's
you
Put
like-
need
my
it.
wax thing on.
Okay.
I don't think we could take this too far without being gamey, but I think we might want to have like 5, maybe less, like basic hand signals, like just in terms of like we're
Yeah.
fucked, go this way, go that way. Just like I don't think we need to like figure out what they are and mime
Yes.
them. Just like say that we discuss a very basic series of agreed upon hand signals so that we can signal like go this way, attack that, monster scene.
Here on out, we have to assume we're not going to be able to hear each other again until we're done with this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and none of us have any sort of message spell, right?
No, none of us are that type of caster.
Okay. I think we'll be good.
Yeah, we'll be good.
And I guess we discuss the game plan one more time, which is just we
walk
funnel
in
through the walk in, try to go down if we can to the
boiler room.
Okay, got it.
Man, we kill it.
And you just freaking kill it, dude.
Wax is
Murder.
on.
Wax is
Cool.
on as you all are walking.
And I'm gonna hold. I just don't want to have to figure it out later. I'm gonna say I'm holding, quote unquote, an action too. If I see the creatures at all, I'm gonna pop one.
Okay. Like just outside, you mean?
If I see them like within striking distance.
Okay. Then I will say, as you all are walking up, you put the wax in your ears. It is, everything is muffled, right? I'll say as soon as you put your wax in your ears, just even the crowd sounds, the music, you can only kind of feel the music kind of in your chest as, things are getting vibrated. The area, especially as you're walking up in the main area leading up to the Greenway Resort, is like packed with people. You can imagine. Maybe not like Times Square New Year's Eve packed, but there's maybe about like half that density. There's a lot of people around. People are dancing, singing. There's makeshift carts that have been put up for either food or selling various souvenirs, trinkets. They don't seem to be doing that well because it's not that significant of a Hundreds Day, but they still try. And as you start approaching the Greenway Resort, and you put the wax in your ears with everything being a little bit muffled, you start to feel this pressure in your ears, kind of like when you're descending on an airplane, this air pressure differential as your ears start to feel a little bit hurtful. And as you look up at the Greenway Resort vine, those banners or those streamers that are flying in the air, you blink and suddenly they transition into just these long gray worm-like protrusions that are moving in a very same flowy way, and then you blink again and they become streamers. And as you start to approach, you see dozens and dozens of these things as you blink on and off as you start to approach. And I'm going to send a GIF in the Sumia chat of something very similar to what you see. As you are approaching, those 4 little dots at the bottom are you. You start to see along the sear vines, there's all these colorful streamers, but you blink your eyes and they transition into these stalks. And some of them stop only 100 feet up, some of them stop hundreds of feet up. Yep, that's you. And then others continue up maybe 1,000+ feet up, and you all remember, maybe you don't remember fighting them, but you do remember that your floor was quite high up. It was like the 130th floor or something, so you can imagine that some of them even reach up that high. And as you are walking forward, it becomes much more and more prevalent that it's just these gray worm-like heads that are going up. But every once in a while when you blink, you do see those banners once again. And I'll say, all of you give me a perception check. And this is fine to be public. Just what are you seeing as you're walking forward, I'll say.
Oh, whoops. Hold on.
Did you draw that GIF?
I did. I drew both of them.
Nice shading.
Reception.
Sick.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh,
Preception.
only a 17.
Only
No.
a 17. Only a 17.
Roll
We,
three on the
we
die,
love
yeah.
we love Pathfinder. I've been watching a lot of critical roles, so 17 is pretty good, but seeing a plus 14 is really fun. So as you're approaching, John, you're looking up at these heads, remembering when you saw them earlier as streamers, and before you were kind of zoomed in quite a bit with your. It's not called a magnifying glass. What's it called? What pirates
Periscope.
use?
Spyglass.
Telescope.
Yeah, spyglass, something like that, periscope. As you're looking now to see it just in front of you, as you're getting closer and closer, as you're closing in, you're 1,000 feet away from this vine. You're looking up and you're staring at all the heads, and a bunch of the heads seem to be looking at the leaves that are across the vine, where there's people, sitting and cheering and kind of around. They're just small specks in your vision, but suddenly you see one of the these worm-like stalks kind of curves up. You see quite quickly, from such a distance away, you see it grab one of the people and fling it back as another head comes up and then swallows it whole,
God.
high up in the sky.
Mm.
Turlon, what you see is you're kind of looking around and you see that there is a group of people that are kind of chatting, maybe 3 or 4, just people that don't even look like high and mighty, just people that are here to enjoy the celebration near the beach. And you see one of the heads is kind of, peering down next to it, the same head that you saw, that you don't really remember seeing, but you're now seeing quite vividly. These 5-foot tall heads, and it looks like it's just right next to this group. Mouth kind of open just a foot, and you can almost see just as it breathes, the clothes rippling against the group, but they appear to not even be reacting to it at all. Felix, with your low 17, but still pretty good, you are looking around and you see that there appears to be this couple that's dancing together next to this band, and they're just jamming, right? And they're jamming, and then all of a sudden, just one of the heads comes down from up top and swallows one of them whole.
Oh my
Head
God.
goes back up, and you see on the face of the one that was dancing, you see this shocked expression, and you see them look left and right, and then they just start dancing again, as they
That is horrible.
seem to have forgotten who they were dancing with. And Vita, 24, what you see is, as you're looking up at all the heads, there are ones that appear to be looking down at you all, not like staring, but just looking down at the group. But then it looks like about half of them are kind of just straight out, not looking at the leaves, not looking at the ground, but just looking straight out. And it looks like their mouths are completely open. And what you notice about them with your 24 is that those do not have teeth. It just looks like their heads are just big, large mouths, almost like this black hole, and they're just kind of staring straight up. So probably about like 40% of the heads, I would say, you just kind of notice are like that. But anyway,
Okay.
this is just the visions
The
you see
singers.
as you all are walking through. If you were walking with like the Vein Breakers members, looking at them, you can kind of see just out of the corner of your eye. Their eyes are wide. They look quite terrified of kind of the sight that they're doing, but they are trying their best to obey the orders and not react in any certain way, because it seems like while the creature is unfortunately currently eating people, it seems like for the most part the heads just seem to be quote unquote docile and just kind of staring at various groups of people. So they are not attacking yet, but they do look quite terrified. But you all just approach. Are you going to try and talk to anybody? Or are you just going to try and head
Well, we
down
can't
there?
hear.
I'm
Yeah,
just trying to walk. I'm trying to walk with such an authority that no one fucks
Yeah,
with me.
I'm going with the plan. Just straight
Well,
into the boiler
while
room.
we walk, yeah, I just want to see where all the heads are like. They're just kind of coming from random spots in the vine.
yeah, I'll say that most predominantly, like in that GIF, predominantly, most of them are either coming out of the doors that you all are trying to enter through, and or just coming out of like the side of the base of the vine. But most of them are within the first 100 feet of the floor. But you know, the GIF doesn't do it quite as justice. There are probably even more heads that are around.
So
But
I'm happy to kill this thing.
yeah, as you are approaching, there's these large archways that you had walked for before without any issue, but now as you're walking through it and you're getting closer, it seems like, especially just with the loudness around you, it seems to be much easier to not see the illusion, right? Much easier to see, excuse me, the like the actual monster itself, because and all the heads and the necks, because as you're approaching, it does get a lot louder and it appears to be drowning out whatever that singing is. But everyone else seems to be unaffected, kind of just walking by. But as you're walking through these large archways that led to the lobby before, there are 4, 5, 6 just necks that are stretched out through this. It is almost ridiculous how you would think that you even walked through this doorway before. Were they there before? You're not entirely sure. You do see some people kind of knock into one of the necks as it's walking, kind of, shake their head a little bit, and then they just keep walking forward. So you're unsure if you ran into anything along the way as you were entering the Greenway Resort or not. But as you enter the
Can I
lobby,
try to? Sorry, I say,
yep,
can I try to exploit vulnerability on the
sure.
I don't think there's anything that says I need to be in combat to do it, but I'm specifically trying to target the sing. I'm assuming they're the singing heads, the different
Mm-hmm.
ones, the 40% ones.
Yep.
Just trying to ascertain if they somehow have like a different weakness. I will go ahead and roll my check. Apologies
sure.
if it's slow. Safari on my MacBook. It looks a little funny.
No
I might
worries.
send a screenshot because it's very silly.
Imagine being a deaf person in
That
this
was-
city.
That would suck. An 18. That is just a normal failure. What you ascertain is it doesn't seem like any. I mean, I guess you don't really remember the weaknesses of the head when you fought it within your room at the Greenway Resort, but I will say, let's see what it looks like.
Jesus.
That is a little jank. But based off your exploit vulnerability, you are able to pick up on that. It seems like the singing heads are pretty weak. You don't entirely remember if the other heads were very weak or not, but it seems like they are not attacking. They're not. Their purpose is not for attacking, so they seem like they'd be pretty
Cowards.
weak. And I will say,
Cool.
as you're walking through the lobby, once again, just these necks are just kind of high up in the air. It's kind of blows y'all's mind in terms of how you did not see any of this before at the resort, and it obviously hasn't just appeared. It must have been here this whole time. But just these necks and just some heads are even just intertwining, but they do all seem to be almost originating from the center of the room, kind of around where all of those water elevators were. Just a whole bunch of holes in the ground, but you don't remember seeing anything like that as you had entered. And I'll say, as you're walking in, you notice that a bunch of the heads are looking at you all. Not like they want to attack you, but much like you saw. Which one of y'all saw it? Turlon, like you saw. There's just it appears like this creature is used to not being seen, and therefore it doesn't need to worry about being stealthy. It very much, a bunch of the heads are kind of just staring at you. It doesn't look like it's trying to eat you, or, it's just staring at groups as they walk by. So some of the heads, as you're even walking by, they're just staring at you. And
sorry, as we're walking, can we ascertain at all, like, if it's like, is it just indiscriminate? Are they targeting like specific kinds of groups, or do they just fucking eat anybody, complete random?
yeah,
I mean, are they going for the juicy ones? Like,
We're
I
only
don't
going
like.
after purple people. It's really
I'll say
Vita
that
hide behind me.
it does not give me an occultism check for me.
be bad if it decided that it was just going to try to eat one of us right now.
Yeah, it would be pretty bad.
Yeah.
That would be pretty bad. Maybe I should roll a D100.
What did he mean by this, dude? What did Steven mean by this?
I should roll a D100, dude. Based off your roll, I'll say, Terrellon, it does not seem to be having kind of any pattern, but it does seem really odd that it's not like eating more. It seems like you're not entirely sure what this creature is, but something you do, just a thought that crosses your mind, is it doesn't seem to have any pattern with the people that they're picking off in terms of what you've seen, but it does seem weird that they're not just eating everybody, especially with how big this creature is. So that is something that is odd to you. But I'll say
above board,
you
just
go.
to keep in mind. I'm wondering if that's like, I wonder if that's like it's worried that could break this.
Yeah.
So many juicy cuts of meat. I don't know which one I want. It's like overwhelmed with choice here.
Yep. Hey, wouldn't you hate to be this monster, dude? You got thousands of people you could eat. It'd be so
All you can eat
difficult.
buffet, but someone's got a gag on you.
Yeah. But
I mean, with how strong John's legs are, you'd gotta go with him first, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like with that the way you run up the stairs,
thunder thighs.
Too stringy.
It's gonna be the leanest
tough.
cut ever.
That's
Too tough. There's no fat, bro.
Yeah, it would not be good.
I'll say that as you
can
all
tell
are
I'm
going
vegan.
through, because they're looking at you all, they are not used to being looked at. And so I would like you all to, if you are trying to, it's up to you all. If you are just not caring and looking at them, depends on what your character would do. But if you are trying to not look at them, I would like either a deception or a performance check from everybody who's trying to act like they're not looking at people.
I don't know what you would rule, Steven. I'd probably, as soon as I notice they're clocking me, I would try to hide. So I presume that would be deception.
Okay. Yeah, it is up to y'all on how you want to.
I have a +1 to both of those. That's so bad.
Yeah.
Bro cannot lie.
Hey guys,
+1 deception. Let's go. Oh my god.
Hey, you could always try to use follow the leader on my nat 20.
Well, I already rolled. So I don't remember how follow the leader fucking works again. It's like 3 steps.
Turn into a bug right now, dude.
I think it's like half your level or something like that.
Okay, I don't know. I rolled
not that
5. It's not gonna help. It's not even.
It's probably not. No.
I'm gonna go put a hoodie on.
Let's not pretend. Joke about this. The fiendish creatures will notice you.
Let's not pretend here.
Follow the leader. So many things.
Steve, it's like looking through the list of ways to kill you now.
Following the expert, that's what it is. Add your level if untrained. Get +2 circumstance bonus if the person is an expert.
Someone bad rolling.
I might be an expert.
Yeah, no, I just want to see, just because LaFleur's gone, just to see what it would be.
Yeah.
With fall the expert.
I am an expert in deceptions. I mean, so you'd get like a +8.
Yeah, it's a +8 to that.
Okay.
So Or no, maybe not to that. It's just is.
It's a +8, so it would be
A
13.
Which is better than a 6. 13 is better than a 6. I'll say as you all are moving along, going through, I'll say that you all notice that, especially you, Felix, the heads are looking at you a lot more, Felix.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll say that one even starts to get a little close to you in terms of you can start to feel its breath. Once again, it makes this awful sound that you can't really hear, but you can almost feel as the
an old man.
air pushes past you. I think he dropped that because he changed spells. Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
You feel just the
1 day ago.
deep air, the deep air pass you as it makes this sound as this air pushes past you. I want you to give me a deception check again, Felix, as this one face appears to be right next to you.
Oh, so I'm rolling with a.
I think this one cannot be with
8.
follow the leader or follow the expert.
Tee-hee.
Dude. A little better.
Get eaten, bitch.
A little better.
Bro, you're lunch.
Mm-hmm.
You're not Felix, you're lunch.
Even the monsters hate you in a way.
I'll say that the three others, John, Turlon, and Vita, you're kind of moving through, you're trying to find where the entrance to the spoiler is, and suddenly you get separated from Felix. Just in terms of now there is a neck between you two, and you can still see Felix on the other side. Felix, there are now two heads looking at you.
I will drink the deafening potion.
Okay.
So I will say out loud, I need to drink the potion right now, and then I drink it.
Can we lip read? Do we get a chance to lip read? I presume. Well, I guess we lost him, so.
Yeah, you can't see him visually.
I'm just gonna say it very, very loudly.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a perception check for the other three to see if you can hear. I'll just say DC 20.
Natural 20.
That works.
Wow.
That's two nat 20s in a row. Guys, we're getting out.
Oh my god, a 19? Holy shit.
Wait, maybe Felix did scream loud enough.
Yeah, Vita, can you?
I have a bassy voice that cuts through everything or whatever.
Exactly.
Did it not go through?
It did not.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's frozen now.
Yikes.
Let me just refresh. You might have to click it.
Like for you?
Yeah. It's frozen for me. If you click it, will it do it?
Yeah, it did it. You got a
okay, let me just
13.
Yeah, Vita goes, what?
Yeah, Vita, I'll say that you notice this, but you do not hear Felix, but Turlon and John, you hear just muffled Felix yell out. And I'll say the heads do not react to this.
There we go.
Their anatomy doesn't look like they have ears, before they have no need to. But I'll say that you hear Felix, it's muffled, but you hear them yell out. Both of you critically succeeding, you just hear him clearly say that he is taking a deafness potion. Okay, here we go.
Is the critical success just the barrier at which we hear, or can I also ascertain the vaguest of direction from that?
You can get the direction. I'll say you can tell that there's no vagueness.
I'm gonna grab both of them, John and Vita, and I'm gonna point towards the direction I heard Felix yell, and just try to kind of look to see if I can make him out in the distance.
I'll mouth I know.
Yep.
I'll
I
say
just give a thumbs up. Yeah.
you can see Felix's feet underneath, behind this just thick 5-foot neck that's kind of floating like 2 feet off the ground. So you can see just the bottom of Felix's feet, just behind you all. Felix, you're now surrounded by 2 heads. Are you going to do anything besides drink the potion? Let's figure out the potion, because I did have this.
Figure out the potion.
Where's my?
I have
Where's
3
my?
bad rolls.
Surely not.
Don't say that, man.
I was
Sure.
so
Steven be like,
definite,
I have the
froze my
potion.
game.
Dude, I
If I take the
had
potion, I am
spell.
taking my headphones off.
I did have the spell. 1 second. Here we go.
They got cider in this bitch too.
Oh.
Sheesh.
I turned my head and I turned back to see the last moments of Dylan pog facing, and in my and then instantly I saw. I snapped.
Not allowed to see it.
Only for a moment.
Okay.
Just like a creature.
Make a fortitude save for me.
Do I want to fail this?
You do want to fail. You don't want to critically fail. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world if you critically fail. I will say
reassuring.
I'll say DC is 24, I think.
Do you have a hero point or no?
You still have an hero point, yeah. You have not used it. But you do have 2 of these potions as well.
24. Okay.
24. Second,
I need to roll a 10 or lower.
It is actually a.
Are you kidding me?
It is.
Hey, it's a good roll.
It's a 20. It's a 22 is the save actually, but still. A success. You are deafened for 1 round, so you're deafened for 6 seconds. Which
There
is.
goes 1 potion.
But you, as you drink.
I'm gonna hero point that. I'm gonna hero point that so I can get it.
Let's
you
go.
want to get it lower? You want to get it lower?
Yes. Past a.
Damn.
Yeah.
Never
Getting less than a 22 is pretty hard.
Let's go.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you are deafened for 10 minutes. So not 5 minutes, unfortunately, actually 10 minutes. But if you fail, obviously, you did not critically fail as well, which is good. But as you scarf down the deafness potion, suddenly it goes completely quiet in your ears, and no amount of blinking changes what you are seeing. You are seeing all the heads just fully in front of you, and you can see just the feet of, kind of to the front right. You see the feet of some of, or the rest of your party members over there, and you can only presume that they heard you, considering that they have not. It seems like they're not walking anymore. It seems like they've stopped. For you other 3, what do you want to do? It seems like Turlon is kind of stuck right now. Not like terribly stuck. I mean, he can get around. It's just you don't want to cause too much of a scene.
Yeah. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on. I'm just gonna be waiting for Felix.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keeping an eye on him.
I can't intervene. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Just keep following where the necks are coming from.
Okay. I will say that Felix, I want you to roll. It's not going to be deception this time.
What must I roll?
Roll a acrobatics check this time, but with a +2 circumstance bonus, because you don't have to blink at all to get around these creatures. You just fully know where they are, and they are not used to that.
Man.
Okay, that's all you needed. I'll say
These bitches suck.
I'll say as you are able to get underneath one of the necks with enough quickness and speed that it doesn't seem like anything is perplexed. You haven't attacked it yet, but people are like the monsters' heads still kind of seem to have a little bit of focus on you, but it seems like you've made it through those two heads that were very curious about the way you were acting. But I'll say that are you all just trying to get to the boiler room? Just trying to find some way towards it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then give me.
Yeah, I'll keep moving if Felix looks like they're okay. Or he's okay.
Felix has rejoined you all, luckily. I will say, give me perception checks for you all. See if you can figure out where the heater is without having to talk to anybody.
Mm-mm.
Ooh. I will say, with all of your rolls, Turlon, you are able to pick up that along the edge, this is a large cylindrical lobby, right? It's the whole base of this resort. Along the edge, there is a kind of a stairway that says like employees only, and it kind of has the symbol for fire, which you can only imagine is some kind of staircase or way to get down to a lower level.
That's the fire room.
That's where they keep
I'll
the
lead the
fire.
way. Let's get there.
Okay.
So this is
The eternal flame.
All right.
I'm gonna just real quick clock like I doubt it, but I'm gonna like see if we're being followed at all. Anyone give us weird look? Any hotel staff?
Sure.
Any weird people?
Give me a perception check, but make it blind GM.
Of course.
Okay, I guess
Question
to them,
mark,
we're just
question mark,
sneaking
question
down
mark.
Say
to a
again.
weird room.
We're just making some mischief on Hundreds Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Have a little fun.
I'll say that no one is seemingly paying you any mind right now. It seems like every other worker is preoccupied with Hundreds Day, helping out other patrons. You will be, you can maybe make it in the door without anybody seeing you. Maybe. It depends. But no one seems to be watching you right now. But are you all heading there and just trying to go right down?
Yeah, let's do it.
Nice.
Right. I'll
We don't want to
say
waste any time while that potion's flowing through Felix's body.
system. As you begin walking down, you kind of open up this door that's within the wall of this vine, and there's a staircase that is carved into the vine itself. There's no like flooring or anything. It's kind of this weird, kind of this bushy material that you're walking through. It's like you're walking through leaves, basically. And as you were walking down, there are some torches that are set up in terms of lighting. This back area doesn't seem to be as well decorated as the main areas with these fancy lights. It seems to be much more of a worker area. And as you're walking down, you get down 2 levels, and then you see. And I'll say you all notice that these stairs, and you'll remember this, John, from when you ran up them. Most of the ceilings and floor levels are pretty tall in vines, and so because of that, these stairs aren't like quick stairs. It like takes you, not super long, but much longer, like maybe twice the height in order to get between floors. And I'll say once you get to the second floor, you see a sign that is leading down a hallway that is mysteriously very dark. That looks like it is saying to the boiler room. Is there anything that you all want to do before going down this hallway? Felix is entirely deaf right now.
I'm gonna get a whatever Kevin did earlier, where he had like an action ready. I'm gonna prep an action to drink my potion.
Okay. Just as soon as
I feel like Steve
see a creature, just what's your trigger for that?
Seeing the body of it, not just heads, the body.
Okay.
Steven has given us multiple chances to stop what we're doing, which does make me a little bit anxious, but we're built different, so it's okay.
I just want to make sure.
Well,
There's
why is
so
it
many things
dark?
I
Well,
can
fine.
do.
Why is it dark? Investigation check.
Kevin, your first mistake was being worried.
Yeah, that's true. That
We're gonna
gotta
go
get
in
back to
there.
my
We're
roof.
gonna blow it up. We beat
You're
it the
gonna-
You need to
first time.
remember.
We do it again.
You're gonna blow it up, dude. All right. As
I
you
will
all,
blow this place to the ground by blowing up the boiler.
as you go down this hallway.
You know what, Steven? You know
Yeah,
what?
you go
I am
for it.
gonna do something.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna firmly grasp my stone in my pocket.
Okay.
Just to a little hold on to it. Like it's kind of like I'm preparing for something, like almost like an involuntary action to hold a sword or
Mhm.
something. I don't expect to get anything out of it. I'm doing it.
Mhm.
I'm a stone
Mhm.
addict.
Yeah, I'll say, as you grab it, the pain that has been in the center of your forehead subsides just a little bit. It's still there, it's still present, but it's been kind of a little bit excruciating as you are seemingly quite close to maybe the source of this pain. But as you
Cool. Let's
all,
get rid of my headache, guys. Let's do it.
as
I'm
you,
also gonna,
yeah,
if
you
we
go.
go down the dark hallway, I'm gonna cast light, and it's just gonna be a little brightly glowing wisp, like 15 feet, like 10 feet in front of us.
Sure.
Is there any sign of like a struggle, blood, scuff, like a fight?
Mhm.
Why is this hallway dark?
I'll say as soon as you cast light, Felix, into this hallway, uh, I'll say based off of that question, John, I'll say that you see as you're looking for why is there no struggle, as there is now light cast into this hallway, it appears like there are a whole bunch of scratches and kind of disfigurement in this very square, rectangular hallway that is kind of carved into this plant. It seems like there are kind of tears and scratches in the ground and along the sides, just about like 10, 15 feet within past of the light that Felix just cast.
All right. Well, I'm gonna roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Hiding.
Well,
That's still
you all
there.
see John kind of.
John is stealthy.
Well, that's a nat one.
Yeah, makes sense
Hero
for
point.
John.
It's
Hero
not
point.
stealth.
You're gonna stealth.
Bends down, trips over.
That's a
my
big
God.
difference. That's a big difference. That's crazy. I'll say that, John, for a moment, you start to squat down and you almost lose your footing and almost just land face first with your helmet, which would have sucked real bad. But you're able to regain your feet, and you find that it would be best to be stealthy in terms of trying to stay within the shadows of the other people or your other group members cast in the shadows from the light that Felix has cast in order to be the stealthiest. And you feel pretty good about that, I'll say that. Anything else before you walk down this hallway?
No.
No? Awesome. As you start to walk down this hallway, you start to see that there is an opening that is with the hallway ends and opens up into a larger room. And as you are approaching, you could kind of just see these faint red glows kind of on the left and the right side of whatever room it seems like you're entering, probably 100, 150 feet in front of you as you're approaching through this hallway. Hallway's not very long, it's maybe only 30, 40 feet long. But as you approach, you see towards the end of this room, it looks like a wall at first, but you can see that the wall just ever so faintly from these red glows that are within the room, but also the light that Felix is providing just on the edge. In the faintest, it seems to be sparkling a little bit, and the sparkles appear to just kind of move just ever so slightly against the back wall.
What the hell?
But it seems like within the kind of the sparkled back wall, there are two areas where the sparkles are obscured. And you can see those two areas as you start to get just a little bit closer. the light comes to pour in just a little bit more from Felix's light. You can see that these two obscuring figures are not within the wall itself, but it is something in front of the wall. And it seems like as you start to approach, it looks like there are much larger versions of the heads that you had seen before, staring directly at you. And I would like to send a painting in the Sumia chat.
Ugh.
No way. The artist.
Oh, the sack.
Oh,
And
this
so,
is sad. This
and
is
so
bad.
as you're looking in, you see these large heads that are, before the heads were 5 feet across. These heads are easily 10, maybe 12 feet across. In terms of scale, that is the width of this wall that is behind me. You all probably have a 12-foot wall somewhere in your house that's also like kind of around the height of your ceiling. So it is a large face that is in front, or two of them in front of you, same smiles, and they both are staring directly at you. Almost, it's kind of difficult to see, or it's difficult to be distracted from the faces, but you can also see within this room, as you see in the painting, it appears like there are these large metal containers with pipes leading up through the ceiling that have these faint red glows. You do not see anything else within this room. And I'm going to bring up the Foundry map.
Would you say this safely prompts my held action?
Yes, if you all were holding actions to do anything upon seeing the creature, you can do it now. So if you are trying to drink the potions, please give me a fortitude save. Once again, it is 22 is the DC. You are trying to fail this.
Can I do it even if I wasn't holding? Like, there's enough time?
Yeah, there's enough time. The heads appear to just kind of be looking at you. Ooh, barely a success.
I got a third nat 20 today.
This guy can't stop. Oh, you're rolling so well, people. You all
point on that.
Never be me. I've only rolled.
You all do have a second. You all do have a second potion.
Yeah, I'm not wasting a hero point on that. If I'm about to die.
Does anybody try and drink a second potion? Different hero point or no?
Yeah, second potion.
Second potion.
Yeah.
Give me another fortitude
I guess
saving
I will
throw.
too. Why not?
Same.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'll just deal
Y'all
with
are
it.
rolling so
I'll
well.
just deal with it.
I'm gonna leave and come back. I'm not seeing any new rules in chat. Chat's not updating for me.
Y'all are rolling too well. That's crazy.
All right, I got 12 seconds.
Exactly. Yep. I'll say for 2 rounds, if you all instantly attack, well, how about this? We're gonna go into initiative, but the only reason we're going into initiative, I do want to mention, is just to measure the tracking of these rounds that you are deaf. I'll say you all, even though it's normally not true that it's going to stack, I'll say it stacks. I'll say you all, the 3 of you except for you, Felix, you're obviously already deaf for the next foreseeable future, for the next few minutes, which is longer than a standard fight.
Can we tell that it's not going to work well? Like, should we act as if we think it's going to work?
I think I'll say that you all are able to tell that you are deaf, but it feels like you can get your hearing back at any point in time.
Right.
So let me do this real quick. Let me get you all in combat. Get you in combat. And get you in combat.
What's that other thing?
Don't worry about it, dude.
Why is there an extra thing in initiative?
Don't worry about it, dude.
Dude, what is that?
Why is it this big? Yeah.
Don't worry about it, dude.
Seriously, there's nothing to worry about it. Worry's not even in my dictionary.
Okay.
Certainly not in my thesaurus.
What do we roll on the initiative?
All right, everyone, I'd like you all, it depends on what you want to do instantly. You all see the creature and it looks like it's looking at you, and I will say that if you plan on attacking, you've chugged these deafen potions, you have a feeling within your heart, everyone but Felix, that it's not going to last very long. If you want to attack, then I'll say your initiative is perception, just as normal. If you want to just chill out, or maybe not attack right away, your initiative would be deception, acting like you are not about to attack these creatures.
That one.
You're rolling above a 10 challenge. I did it once.
Watch me hit a nat 1 after all these 20s.
Okay, if I'm gonna attack, what do I roll?
Perception.
Wow.
Let's go.
If there's someone I trust to take the heat, it's John.
Yeah, this is what John's supposed to do.
This is what John's for.
I'm gonna go hide in a hole and John just fucking sprints.
Oh, somebody got a nat 1.
Leap.
Somebody got a nat 1.
Huh?
Who's somebody? Who would do that? Who would even do that? Somebody.
Something.
Something. All right, so
these are some rather large numbers. That's crazy.
Yeah, there are some big numbers. So it appears like everyone's in combat. We're going to begin the encounter now. I do want to mention again that we're just keeping track of the fact that the three of you are deaf. You don't have to attack, but you absolutely could if you want to. So this is exactly what you all see as you enter. And just to give you all an idea of what you're looking at to the right and left, these are giant bins of what look like coal, and there's a bunch of shovels next to them. So everything you saw in the painting is exactly what you saw, but these just to the left and the right are bins of coal.
Oh, the water's not hot because these assholes keep eating the people who shovel the coal in.
You got it. You got it.
Assholes.
You got it. You got it. Yeah,
Steven, that's excellent humor, Steven.
Yes.
Fantastic.
How many shovelers are they hiring?
They don't know there's a problem. People just keep quitting.
Shovelers to this monster.
Sounds like you're not trying hard enough. Get back down there.
People just keep quitting, dude. People just keep quitting.
They keep quitting, and I go out and I hire another one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you do with it? I send them down to shovel coal.
All right, John, it is your turn. You start.
All right.
You can do whatever you'd like. You are deaf right now.
They see us. They perceive us.
They are staring right at you.
Well,
they're staring at your group. Maybe they don't see you, but they're staring at your group for sure.
There it is.
This guy's raging.
And it's not in charge.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna run up on the one on the left.
Okay. What is your speed?
Well, I
35.
stride twice.
Oh, okay, you stride twice, then you're good.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's 35, so that's up to 70. So you should be able to move that.
And I'm just gonna attack it.
So yes, so target that.
Like the Hulk in Avengers.
Yeah.
Just punch the worm.
Mm-hmm.
Punch the worm.
That's a critical hit, baby. Critical hit.
Oh, sheesh.
We love it. We love it. Get some freaking Hydra music in here or something.
Oh yeah, I need to get some John battle music.
Oh, a 9 plus 6 times 2. Holy shit. That is a good 30 damage. How you just whack it? Are you whacking it in the mouth and the teeth?
I come
the
up
head?
and I just give it a big Captain Falcon knee. Like his forward aerial with the knee. Just come up and do that.
As you're walking out, it's just this large head looming down on you, but you do a huge crack to the bottom of its face. You have one more action.
Well, hang on.
I'm hanging.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
One of your
Make
actions.
him roll a DC 22 Fortitude saving throw.
He's got a
let's kill his ass.
Fortitude?
DC 22 Fortitude.
Crush the skull.
Got a 34.
34.
Yikes.
All right, way above it.
Oh, I see.
I don't have the critical table. Do I only get that on 20, like a nat 20s?
Yeah, nat 20s, you get the table. Yeah, not just critical
okay.
hits.
No, that's pretty good. And then I'm gonna. Okay, Steven.
Yeah.
John has a thing called Titan Grappler.
Yeah.
And that is where you can attempt to disarm, grapple, reposition, shove, or trip creatures up to 2 sizes larger than you.
Yep.
Jesus.
Now, how big is this thing?
This
it looks
is
4 times.
That is a large. It's 1 times bigger than you. So you could do all of those things to this.
Incredibly easy to do.
You
idiot.
could grab it,
German
push it. Can't really trip it. Doesn't really have feet, but you could.
I'm gonna
push
try
or
the
grab
combat grab, which has a multi attack penalty, so I have to make a melee strike on it.
Okay.
With a multiple attack penalty. Miss.
That's a miss. Oh, just barely
John is
barely a
scary
miss.
character.
That is crazy.
What a freaky man.
All right,
Well,
and that is your turn. Unfortunately, as you try and grab on with your massive, just hands, but this thing is just so large that it just flexes its jaw open, and you lose your grip. It is now the head that you just attacked turn. It is going to try and make a bite attack against you, John. Let's have it. It is going to roll to attack. Oh!
Well, it's a crit on me.
That's a critical hit. And I'll roll damage for that real quick. As just these large teeth, and each of these teeth is probably like, a couple inches in just width as it chomps down onto your body, dealing 24 damage to you with a chomp. And you are now grabbed. And it is going to, with you grabbed, it is now going to attempt. It has half speed when you grab something, right? I think. I'm going to say so.
I just can't move. But you're talking
I'm
about
saying
who's
it's going to move you. Yeah. I'm going to say as it is bit down on you, it is going to take 1 action to move 15 feet towards the other people, and it's going to attempt to swallow you whole.
I'd like to see
Mr.
it try.
So let me put this in chat. It's a long one, but I just need you, or I'm going to make an athletics check against your reflex DC.
Okay.
We've been here. We remember this.
What would my reflex
So
DC
amusing.
be?
Oh my god, he rolled so low. Your
Well, it
reflex
doesn't
DC is just your
My
reflex
reflex
plus 10, or 10 plus your reflex. So he failed.
missed it by 1, dude.
Tried to, tries to flip you up and almost try and just gobble you in one hit. But in failing to do so, it tries to open up its mouth, but you're able to just push out of its teeth and land back out on the ground, and you are no longer grabbed as it tried to swallow you whole. Next turn.
Wait, Steven, did you roll for the monster or did you roll for John?
Yeah, it looks like John rolled.
Yeah, you roll for John.
Yeah.
It did.
So it doesn't really matter. I think they got a 4 on the die. I think it just added John's.
Okay, well, we'll just say it failed.
Failed against myself.
Yeah, that's fine. Felix, it is now your turn.
Why are you swallowing yourself?
Whoa.
Do something. Turn into a bear. Monster.
Don't talk to me like that.
Can't even hear me.
Yeah, exactly. None of you can hear each other. Yeah. Do something.
Stand in the back. Go attack him.
Do something.
Took damage for the first time in the entire campaign and is now terrified.
All right, I'm going to cast
Understandable.
Nettle Skin.
Ooh. The fuck?
Lasts for a minute.
Okay.
That sounds disgusting, dude. I'm being real.
You sprout
You're
from
such
your body.
a hater. What is your problem? What's actually your
Male.
deal?
Pulling sprout from your body.
Don't worry
1d4
about that.
piercing damage. Gotcha.
Yeah,
It's really not Dylan's fault that dental skin is gross, all right?
It lasts for 10
Thank you.
rounds. Every time it takes damage, it's reduced by 1 round.
Ah, I see.
So that's
Okay.
2 actions. I'm going to use my final action to run. Speed of 25 freaking feet.
25 freaking feet.
Not long at all. Hellish. Right there.
Nice.
It's my turn.
That's your turn. All right. The other head is up now.
2 action spells this. Damn.
It is going to move up. Going to use 2 actions
Jesus.
to move up to you, Felix.
Steven's learned from our last encounter.
It's going to move
We'll
up
be
to
fine.
you. I'll move the next in a second. It's going to move up to you, Felix, and it is going to try and make a bite attack against you. Target you. Just real quick.
Just a little thing.
Oh, it's a hit. That's a hit.
So that's a hit.
So
it's a hit.
So this is a hit.
So this is a
This
hit.
is a hit.
Once again, just these
I just
large
dropped the slime in
teeth.
the summer.
Crazy fucking rolls
Me
with
in the
these
studio.
damage rolls. I'll just say that. Rolls and you take
Holy
30
fuck.
damage, Felix.
Oh my god.
You're probably fine.
And
You
you
need
are
to apply
now.
damage
Bad.
to me, by the way.
That's
let me
nearly
do that.
half my health.
Yeah,
Max health.
you are now grabbed. Yeah, let me apply the damage to John, and then
Let's hope it doesn't crit us.
Yeah, that would suck. But just these
Who are
massive
you to
teeth,
talk, Steven?
massive teeth come down onto you, Felix, and that is all of its turn. And you are now grabbed. I'll say one of your arms is just fully within this creature's mouth, as you are now grabbed. Turlon, it's now your turn.
Fellas, it's immediately dire, but thankfully worried I am not.
Why
above
not?
board team, what do we think the odds are that shoveling coal into these furnaces will do anything?
Low. They're not in the furnaces. I think. That's my opinion.
Right, yeah, they're not. I guess they're not in the furnaces, but I wondered if there's just a reason they might have gone here to take out the heat. I'll leave it as a backup if we're fucking dying.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So first act. God, this is such a big arena. Fuck. First action. I will go ahead and exploit vulnerability against this lovely friend.
Okay.
Oh. It takes a D4 damage.
Oh, you're right. Absolutely.
Good call.
Roll a d4 for me.
I'll start adding up.
Oh,
nice.
Big hit. Big hit.
That's a really bad exploit vulnerability. I assume that's a fail.
That is a fail, not a critical fail.
I'm gonna also keep track of not how many rounds are left just in chat because I don't want to remember it. And there's no status for Nettle Skin.
So I will go ahead and get the personal antithesis.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry. Gosh, this thing is so hard to remember the exact way how it works. Yes. Okay. So
you're gonna take your paragraph of text per class ability, and you're gonna like it, Thaumaturge.
Yep. All right. I guess I'll notice that it doesn't. Maybe it's a bit gamey, but I'll say that the weakness I notice is that it can't hear us. So I am going to apply some powder to the hilt of my rapier that makes it quieter to hold. Okay. And I just pull out a little powder so it makes less noise.
Nice.
That's my first action. Second action, 5, 10, I'll move 15, 20, 25. And then for now, I actually use the last action to fucking snag it here and kind of hide. I mean, I can't capital H hide, so I don't have that action left to hide, but I'll start with that.
You're putting something in between.
Putting yourself out there.
Vita, it's your turn. You have now seen John and Felix get bit by these two heads. Large fucking heads. So.
Can Ori hear me?
Ori did not drink a potion, so Ori would be.
Who cares if that stupid bitch could hear you? We hate him in this house. Who gives a fuck about Ori?
Ori could hear you. Yes.
Me telling Ori to do anything, that'd be an action, right?
You use an action to have Ori have 2 actions. That is, you can command your familiar to do 2 things.
Okay. Oh god, us being deaf is so annoying. Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 action to move here.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a 2nd action to command Ori.
Okay.
To fly. His first action will be to fly here to get John's attention.
Okay.
I'm trying to get Ori to like fly to John to make John look over at me. That's what I'm trying to do with Ori.
And give me a.
I'm gonna be going like this.
Give me a performance check as Ori. You can click into Ori and have it do a performance check. And we're gonna see. I'll say that. I'm trying to think if it fails. That's not good. You want it to roll high. So I'll say that in this moment you do not notice John. You may notice Ori out of the corner of your eye, but you don't notice it enough to ascertain whatever the fuck Ori's doing.
This fucking bird. Okay, well if I try again, Ori's gonna be stuck there and I'll probably get eaten.
That's fine.
Alright, I'm gonna have to bank on John protecting Ori. I'm gonna try it again, just with the 2nd action for Ori.
I'll say if you're using both actions to do it, I'll say that you can get John's attention, like without a roll.
Okay.
It's just within 1 action. I feel like a roll is needed. But John, you see Ori kind of fucking maybe fold origami into an arrow and point over at Vita.
I'm covered in slobber and I look
So I'm
over.
gonna try and mime something to John. That would probably be my 3rd action, right? To communicate.
Depends on what you're miming. I mean, if it's just some hand motions, I'll allow you to do a 3rd action.
Okay,
That's
if
not that.
John sees me, I just noticed John tried to grab the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like,
the thing?
Not the thing.
The thing?
I'm gonna be like pointing at the one that he's in front of, and then moving the motion to the other one of like, pull it to the other one, pull them together.
Okay.
That's what I'm like trying to motion.
Convey.
But that's an action. That is fine.
What would your 3rd action be if you were to do a 3rd action? I would allow like a movement.
The heart of John.
How about you roll me an acrobatics check to see how quickly you can convey these motions to John?
Or I'll still do that. If I could do a movement, I'll just do that too.
Yeah, a movement I would allow because you can do that while moving, like those motions to John.
Okay. Yeah, can I do a movement while I'm doing that?
Move wherever you want.
I'll just do another movement to this coal.
Okay, so while Vita is running, John, you see that he motions for you to grab this creature and try and slam it into the other one. Or move it to the other one.
John just gives a thumbs up, covered in slobber.
It is now the body's turn.
The
body is going to groan. Suddenly, the ground almost shakes as you all, without hearing anything, it's almost just an earthquake that suddenly erupts. I need you all to make a reflex save.
Man.
Ooh.
Is this an effect that would make me immobilized, paralyzed, or slowed?
It would make you. It makes you clumsy,
What does
None
that
of
mean?
those.
which is none
So
of those
no.
things. Which is none
None
of
of
those
those
things.
Steven with the worst way of
God!
saying
No,
no.
what does
Fuck
clumsy
you.
mean?
No one's clumsy. What clumsy does? You can click
What's
on it in
clumsy?
chat, but essentially, just you have a value
Tell
of
him, Steven,
clumsy.
tell him.
You have a value of clumsy, and that is a status penalty to your AC and any dexterity-based checks and reflex saves.
Well, fuck me.
Did you say it could reach me too?
It's everyone in this room. It's everyone within
That's-
100.
Just shook the building.
It's within a 100-foot radius, which is this room.
When my coal bucket doesn't save me.
I was clumsy.
Okay, so Vita, John, and Felix, you all are clumsy too. And
Fuck.
Furlon, you are
clumsy
just
two,
clumsy 1. So I will apply.
Maybe the coal did save me after all.
Yeah,
Hell
maybe
yeah.
you were able to hold on to this coal.
Steve, is
and,
there a climate crisis in this world yet? I was just thinking about the use of coal.
maybe some places. And so I will say with that, just making sure. Okay, and you are only this clumsy effect until the start of your next turn. So John, you are no longer clumsy.
Wow.
You're able to quickly pick up your feet. So
John is the best human that's ever been created on this earth.
It's kind of crazy.
Like
I
Captain
love
America.
John. I love John.
Okay.
Very Captain American.
I'm just gonna do a straight attempt to grapple it.
Okay.
So
That's an
object,
athletics
your
check.
free hand, attempt an athletics check against the target's fortitude DC. Okay.
That's pretty difficult. There's a big creature.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a Titan wrestler, so.
Oh,
damn it.
That is a failure.
Maybe not.
Okay.
That is not
I'm
a
just gonna-
critical failure, so you're fine.
I'm just gonna punch it because I'm frustrated now.
Understood.
Damn it, get them together.
Okay, you do take a attack penalty because grapple is an
Okay.
attack.
Fuck.
Oh,
It's
just
useless.
barely a miss. Barely a miss.
That sucks
You-
ass,
You
dude.
just punch one of the teeth and it kind of hurts your knuckles a little bit. You have one more action.
Okay. What is? Hang on. And you're grabbing. Oh, I'm not. Okay. Well, I want to try to do a I want to try to grapple it again.
Okay.
Would that? If I try to grapple it, would I have a multiple attack penalty?
I would. It is considered an attack, so it would be a
Okay.
minus.
In that case, then
minus
I'll just
10.
go for a combat grab again because it's already a multiple attack penalty of -10.
Okay.
So.
Make a melee strike.
Oh.
Oh, with the penalty, it makes it hurt so much.
Yeah, I rolled a 16, and that was on the one roll this game I was not supposed to roll. Literally everything I was supposed to succeed, I've failed literally every roll as far as intent goes this game. So
And you guys burned your hero points for down in here.
For some fucking potions.
yes, that's
Fucking-
important. That is
For a
important.
fucking stealth roll, bro.
Yours was good.
Yeah.
John's one is stealth rolled.
Oh, okay, that
That was
was
worthless.
That's unfortunate. But it is now
We'll
the
get
other
him next round.
heads. Yeah, we'll get him this time. Yeah, next campaign. Now it is the creature in front of John's turn. It is going to try and make another attack against you. John.
Please.
Please.
please
Oh.
go easy on me.
Well, actually, it's like in a lot
I
of
mean,
people. Actually, there's a lot of people in front of him. Kind of wants to do.
Leave Ori alone.
He
Actually,
kind of
go
wants
for
to
Ori.
do something else.
Go for Ori.
Kill that damn bird.
AoE attack inbound, please.
He wants to do something different. He
Right
wants
in
to
front of his
fucking
head.
thrash. Let me get.
Ori
let me
could be dead here.
Yes.
6d10 bludgeoning damage? We might actually kill Ori, dude. Holy
get,
shit.
It's
I
a
don't know what happens
reflex.
when that happens.
40-foot cone.
I'm gonna have a terrible dream.
It's gonna be a
That's
bad
all I
trip.
know.
Let's see, 40 foot. Let's see if I can get people in it. It's anywhere on their
Fuck you.
body.
Dude.
Oh, there it is.
God-
There's 3
Damn it.
people.
God bless my Cole. My Cole
Or
saves
4
me.
people.
Oh no.
The Cole saves
no.
Turlon, you're
Turlon.
useless, man. Get up here.
Turlon's gonna be the only one that survives this
Share the
encounter.
load.
I need the
I'm
3 of
chilling.
you and Ori to make a save.
A what?
A reflex save.
Make
You
sure
can
to
click it in the chat.
Oh, well, I got that
build
20.
different.
That's pretty good.
Build different.
That's pretty good.
Goated. So John and I survived this
I
encounter.
don't see saves for Ori.
If you just yeah, it's
I
in the
can't.
top right under
Oh,
master.
Thank you.
I'm guessing based on stats, a regular failure is probably pretty good. I will not lie.
Regular failure is fine. But I see you rolled twice, Felix.
Because
I
the
mean,
chat stops fucking working.
Yeah, no, it
I don't
is.
see
Yeah,
anything.
the chat is a little delayed sometimes. It's weird, but both
well,
are
the first one.
failures. It's fine. It works out.
I couldn't link Ori's to the stat, like the
That's fine.
creature, but
That's fine. So John, you critically succeed, meaning that you are still going to take half damage, but you don't move at all. So I'm going to roll the damage. Ooh. I got a couple ones in there.
oh my god, Ori's dead.
Okay, Ori takes full damage.
If it's a basic reflex save, shouldn't it be no damage on a crit success? That's how basic reflexes work.
If that's how it works, then great. And then John, you also
Yeah,
don't
that's how basic reflex saves work.
Yes, that I've
Yeah, it's just
yes.
basic.
Okay.
Did Ori succeed with a 23?
Okay, Ori did not succeed. Ori failed.
Oh my god.
Meaning taking full damage.
No.
So Ori gets plastered just flat up against the one of the furnaces to the side. No, I'll just make it so that Ori just flies into one of the furnaces after getting just hit as the body just thrashes around. And Ori is gone.
Die, Lord, die.
John, you are
I'm
able
happy,
to.
but I'm so worried for what's going to happen to me.
John,
if I
you are
survive.
fully able to dodge out of everything by critically succeeding that nat 20. You were able to just, temporarily squat down while this body was just thrashing around, and just through pure luck, you were able not to get hit. Felix and Vita, you both unfortunately fail, so you take full damage.
27 fails?
No, not you, Vita. Sorry.
Okay. Oh.
How do I do that?
If that's a fail, I'm dead.
You're gonna take half
It's
damage.
sweating.
Sorry.
Okay.
Take half damage. And Felix, you are, even though you are grabbed, I'm gonna say this supersedes being grabbed, and you are going to be knocked back 15. In this direction, just away from the creature. Vita, you are going to be knocked back into the coal thing, and you're kind of just have your back flat up against it. John, you do not move at all, and Ori's dead. So that's all the affected creatures. Okay, we're good. That was complicated.
That's insane.
Felix,
That's
it's your
insane.
turn. You just got knocked back heavy
Oh, no.
from this giant creature thrashing around.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. It's just me that's hurt. A 2-action, 3rd level heal.
Okay.
Yup.
On myself. Heal 2 actions versus living. The creature increase the hit spread by 8. Roll healing. Base damage. Yep.
Yup.
Yup.
All right, he's good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Damn.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
Okay.
Okay, use that one.
good. I'll go use that.
One action. All my spells are 2 actions. I guess I'm gonna move 5 feet forward. That's my turn.
Okay. Just fine. Makes a nice little step. Okay. It is now Raiderhead's turn. Or the other Greaterhead's turn.
Raiderhead 2.
After seeing that John was able to fully avoid getting hit by the thrashing attack of its other head, it is now going to turn towards John. It's going to use 1 action to move up to it, and it is going to...
Oh god, does it get a flanking bonus?
Currently, the way it's positioned, no.
Oh.
It has to be like from the center of the creatures. It has to like go through your square, so it does not.
No.
But as it approaches, these are not the most intelligent creatures. As it approaches, it is going to try and make a bite attack against you. So,
Fuck you!
You dumb. You dumb.
Fuck off!
Fuck-
Another
fuck
crit?
you, pigeon.
oh, that's a critical hit.
Jesus. By plus
Well,
10?
What?
That's crazy.
Of all the people that get critically hit, I'm least worried about John being
Yeah,
critically hit.
I'm fine with that.
Not that I want that.
Let's see
I'm
the-
fine with that.
Let's see the damage first.
Yeah, let's see the damage. Let's
Gonna
see
be
it.
like
I just know
50.
he's got more health than I do.
27.
That's
okay.
27
And that's
doubled.
Oof.
Oh, double.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
That's probably
is
nothing to a guy like John, though.
good
No, I'm almost
54
dead.
damage. Good 54 damage.
Oh shit.
And it is going to...
Glass cannon barb with no health.
You were grabbed. You are now grabbed
Alright.
in its mouth, and it is going to attempt to swallow you whole.
I think if it swallows John, we're done.
I think John is done.
Get out of swallowing. Let me put it in the chat. I need to roll an athletics check.
Alright, make sure it's the right person this time.
Yep. Athletics. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna roll it straight up from the creature to ensure that it works out, not from the chat.
Was that with the
24.
multiple attack penalty? Because it is an attack trait action. So it should be with a -5, right?
It should be. So make it a 19, which I'd imagine is not above
That's my
your...
reflex DC? No, it's
No,
not.
it's 21 is your reflex DC. So
Thank you for reminding us,
once,
Kevin.
yeah, that's good. Once again, it tries to swallow you. It tries to throw you up in the air, much like the other one. But these guys just can't seem to swallow you down. So you are no longer grappled as it tries to throw you up, but you land
Wait, am I
back
no
on the
longer
ground.
grappled either because it fucked off?
Oh, whoops, yep. You are now. Yep.
Wow.
It is now your turn,
Yeah.
John, and you are no longer clumsy.
Lots of ways
Blast
to
it.
die in the
Blast
next
it.
few moments.
Blast
Yeah.
it.
I'm seeing my death in many different forms.
Yeah.
Blast.
Stupid question. Probably going to get nothing from this.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Turlon has kind of had a macabre humor about this stone. So I feel like it's in character. Hoping it doesn't take an action, I'm just gonna kind of like hold the stone for a moment and pray that it unleashes some sort of like hidden power that I've earned for letting it overtake my mental health, realizing how dire the situation is. And having done that, I will step one. Step one, I'm thinking I'm going to drink from the chalice.
Is that what this guy thinks he's
and
gonna do, dude?
I'm going to
I think
drain the
I'm drinking from the
chalice.
chalice.
I think
I'm I'm gonna drain the chalice, which will heal me to
18
66.
points.
Oh no, it actually full heals me. Sorry. Yeah. Yep. All right. That's action 1. Action 2. Can I like walk through the back here, or is it like too shitty?
I will say that it's parked up right up against the wall on that side.
Got it. All right. Well, we die together, boys. 5, move 5,
Retreat
10,
is an
15, 20, 25. Steven, don't even talk like that. Who are you? Who are you, dude? What are you talking about? All right. I don't believe I have anything.
Where are the
to hit him.
Vanebreaker guys?
They're
They can't hear
outside,
us.
dude.
I'm going to exploit vulnerability again. Let me go ahead and put that in chat. And I'll make my esoteric lore check now.
Ability so long.
Oh
I have
my
to scroll
god.
to see it.
Are you kidding me? I rolled a 2, so plus 14, 16.
Make sure that's just a failure, not a critical failure.
Good. Good.
So once again, you still get a personal vulnerability.
Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. Same thing as last time. I'm going to end my turn hoping, praying that he cannot simply thrash again. That's my turn.
All right. Vita, it's your turn.
Now. Oh my god.
You are no longer clumsy.
I can do a hit, but John is right fucking there.
John can take it, dude.
Dude, no, he can't. What the fuck are you talking about? Shut up.
Vita, you had to do it. It's John or everyone. You had to do it, Vita. You had to do it.
Shut up. Does John look like he is? How's he looking?
Describe how you look, John.
John is pretty beat up. In fact, he's a little shocked by how beat up he actually is.
Yeah.
Like,
John
I think
hasn't
one
been this
more of
beat
those
up in a long
critical,
time.
or more of those critical hits, and he's probably dead. So,
Oh, one of those critical hits, he's probably dead. Okay. We can work
yeah.
with
So
that.
infer the damage.
I'm
One
inferring
more of
that
those
you have one turn left that you'll survive, which I'm on a bank on.
Oh, no,
Alright.
there are 2 guys up against him.
Well, you say these things are stupid.
Yeah, I guess so.
So
Dumb strong.
Guys, it's not too late to use the shrinking. It's not too late to use the shrinking things. I'm telling you, it's not too late to throw one of them into their stinky mouths.
Man, I wish I had
What if
4
that's a
actions.
genius idea, though? What if that's a genius idea?
I'm telling you, it is.
No one has been able to succeed in it yet.
Okay, I am gonna cast Phantom Crowd.
Okay.
The fan favorite.
A fan favorite.
Right
Going out
here.
with a bang.
So a crowd appears, they're all facing me and they're agreeing with everything I'm saying. And I'm telling them, stand right there and don't move.
Okay.
And they're all going like, yep, yep.
Yup.
I guess is he technically touching? I want to get that one on the right. I guess move it a square to the right. Whatever. If he's.
You want it to be like touching?
Yeah, I thought the corner was touching it when I put it down, but I guess it's not. Either way, it's within my range.
Okay.
So either way, that crowd appears, and anyone that's touching it or makes a seek action to like examine it can attempt to disbelieve it. So.
And just to be clear, is the circle here, this is what you want now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you have one more action.
I don't know what
there's now just a crowd of people there.
I don't know what it means for them to attempt to disbelieve it. It doesn't really say like a roll.
Yeah, I feel like that would be just up to GM discretion, but I'll
does give them difficult terrain if they fail that roll. So
okay, well I will say that these are incredibly dumb creatures, so they may not even try to attempt
John
it. Yeah,
for a second, and then this is 30. Oops. Okay, sorry, John. Oh, that can't work. Ori's dead. Oh my god.
What?
Spell I was saving that needs him alive.
Oh damn.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do my last action. I'm gonna cast Shield.
Okay.
Last till the start of my next turn. I get a +1 AC, but also I can do a shield block reaction.
Okay.
Which can reduce damage I'm gonna take by 5. If someone's gonna do a bludgeoning or something like that, which they've been hitting me with. And that. I hope the crowd makes him turn around from John so he can get out of there for a second.
Hell yeah.
That's my 3 actions.
It is now the body's turn. You know it. You know it. You love it.
You know it. You know it.
Actually,
the body.
You know it, and you know it.
It did not take any.
And you love it.
The creature did not take any damage this turn, so the body is going to not groan. John, it is your turn.
Oh. Okay. John's not liking this. John knows when he's not strong enough.
Mm-hmm.
And right now he's feeling that.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to attempt to shove the head on his right.
Go this one.
Well, actually, wait, let me see what shove does. Back 5 feet. I'm not repositioning it. The one is like left then.
Okay.
Gonna try to shove that one a little bit back. So it has to make a athletics check against its fortitude DC.
Okay. Go for it.
For the love of Mary.
Good.
Boy.
There you go.
Okay.
Fortitude DC, that's a success.
So it's shoved back 5 feet, but also,
yeah.
When I have this, has
Brutal
to deal
bully.
bludgeoning damage equal to my strength modifier.
Okay. What's
Such a funny feat name.
And my strength modifier is +4, so it takes 4 damage.
Well, damn. I will apply.
This might be bad overall, I think. This might trigger the belly.
4 damage.
The belly.
The body.
And
took 4 damage. It's pretty good.
After that, John's gonna run over here.
Well, we're fucked. John's
I'm praying they turn to that fucking crowd.
And then he's gonna drank a healing potion.
Oh right, we have healing potions.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking need them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
nice. You're welcome, dude. And that was that was 3 actions. Yeah, you shove, move, potion. Nice. It is now this greater head's turn. Or I keep just calling it that. That's just what I named it. It's a big head. It's a big fucking head. This one, let me roll a perception check for it.
By the way, what's the floor of this place made out of?
It's made out of like that same vine material. It's made out of plants, basically.
Plants,
it's kind of like this
spongy. That's crazy.
Like this spongy material.
I'm gonna have to light it on fire.
Well, as long as I don't get one shot immediately, like if I get brought really low, I can just cast one with plants and fuck off.
You could do that.
no matter where I am in this room.
Do that. Let me roll something. It is this head is going to. What's its speed? It is going to move over to you, Turlon.
What? Wait, let's rethink that.
And it's going to.
Doesn't it want to eat the fake crowd that's right there? It looks so tasty.
This literally can't even be explained.
I rolled a perception check, just didn't even fucking see the crowd.
Damn it.
Damn,
Unfortunate.
Looking into this.
It is
Idiot.
going to fucking idiot. It's going to try and attack you with a bite.
Yeah.
Once again, just these
Yum.
these teeth that are like 4
I'm not
feet
very tasty.
long.
I don't have much meat on my bones. You don't need to eat me.
Oh
I'm
my
not
god, a
tasty.
But you're
fucking miss. It's
crunchy.
crazy, dude.
Nice job.
Jesus.
These guys roll
I
so
told you
well.
I'm not tasty. All bone. You do not want to eat me. It's not worth it.
It is going to.
Miss.
It's going to try and make another attack against you.
Also, me and John's hearing are back, right?
Yes.
In 2 rounds.
Sir, I'm
Yeah.
so bony. It's not worth it. I promise. It's not worth it.
Bro, what
Yeah,
the
that-
fuck?
that is
I
kinda
guess
crazy.
it's good that.
Yeah.
It's not
It tries to
letting
make
you.
2 attacks, but Turlon is just fucking taunting it right now. Saying, I am not tasty. Which, of course, Turlon is very tasty. Let's.
Why would you even say that? What's wrong with you?
Alright.
You're setting me up for failure here. You can't tell the others I'm delicious. What would they
Felix,
do?
It is your turn now.
Noticing the large amount of white circles overlapping each other. That's very interesting.
That is the body.
I think it's the body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny. Interesting way to represent it. Okay. Finally, I get to do it.
What's he doing?
Do it.
Wild shape. Cast.
Yeah, which form we taking?
Cat.
Cat.
Cat form.
Meow, meow.
Hold on. Cat.
Steven, are you wearing a medal?
Yeah, I did.
He's wearing his participation.
Yeah. Freaking Groundhog Day 5K.
Oh, epic. The 29-minute one?
Yeah.
Attaboy, attaboy. I might need to run a marathon to escape this thing, TBH.
True.
All right, those are my 3 actions.
Hell yeah.
Down to 7 out of 10 nettles.
Nettles.
But now I am a lynx.
Hell yeah.
Lynx.
Forest big cat.
It is the other head's turn now.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh, it very much fucking sees the crowd, and it is going to move back 1 action. Going to move back around. Let me try. There's so many buttons I gotta fucking press. Seeing just a large crowd of people, its little brain, its brain can't fucking handle it. 1 second. Oh no.
Holy shit, is he stupid?
Holy shit.
Some things are
Intelligence
breaking.
2.
Stupid fucking idiot bites illusory crowd agreed with silly wizard.
Since
Is he
it's
stupid?
Sorry.
Sorry, silly
Hydra.
sorcerer.
silly little witch. Since there are so many people, it is going to freaking thrash against this guy. Of course,
The
them all being
Thrasher.
fake. It does not much matter. What I will say is that in its thrashing,
Ow.
so that's its whole turn. In its thrashing, there's 2 things. 1, it realizes that the crowd is fake, as the crowd simply does not react at all to the thrashing.
Yes. Yeah.
But
we'll stay right here.
In its thrashing around, it slams into this water heater, giant tank over here, and some coals kind of get onto its skin, and it starts to burn a little bit. And while
I was right.
actually, John and Felix, or no, just John at this point, because Erlon and Vita, you are still deaf. I'll say, just in terms of,
I'm not deaf.
It's not your turn yet. It's not your turn. So
Not me.
You're
Not
still
me.
getting there. John, you're the only one who hears this. You hear, your hearing comes back after you kind of ran away to heal your healing potion, and you hear just this sound as this giant monster started thrashing against it, and some coals came out and burned part of its neck for an unknown amount of damage, but it seemed to not like it.
Damn it! I
Alright.
should have just cast ignition.
Should just lit John on fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is your turn.
Thinking back to the first round of combat where I said maybe we should do something with the coals.
What if you died? What if you ended your life, Kevin? What if you exploded? That's what I think.
I knew
about
that too. That's why I went to
stupid
the coal thing. I didn't say anything.
shit.
You just hid behind it.
Whoa.
It saved his life,
whoa. I probably would have
Stab
been
it.
obliterated by that thing.
Stab this thing.
I'm trying to make progress to that end. What I am going to do is first action, dip my fucking sword in the flaming hot coal, obviously, and just leave it in there for a good. I'll two actions. Leave that shit in there. Let it fucking burn up.
You gotta be next to it, right? These are just normal coals.
Those fuck you.
Yeah, it's just a container of coals, and then there's the actual hot ones that are in these containers.
Am I not? Okay. Am I not 5 feet away from it?
It's this red square is where the coals are.
Update. I am not 5 feet away from it. 5, 10, 15. First action. Second action. Red square difference. Stab my sword in there.
Okay.
Let it heat up.
Yeah,
third action. Attack.
Okay. Go for an attack. You'll get some additional fire damage.
And I presume I'm also going to have my exploit vulnerability. I can never remember if it lasts longer than a turn. I believe it does.
I think so.
Yep.
We've always ruled it that way, so let's just say it is.
Yeah, Yep. So the creature will have the weakness against me, which, oh my goodness.
It's 5. It's 2 plus half your level.
Thank you, Steven. All right. Striking rapier.
You better hit,
Go
bud.
ahead, roll. 0 point. Certainly I'll do better than a 3. Certainly. And certainly I won't miss that hero point later. Oh yeah, that's a crit. Let's do it.
Let's
fucking do it.
Let's
fucking do it. Let's fucking do it.
That's how does
fire
every day, all
damage.
day.
God damn. Okay, so.
All right, I'll roll my crit. Do you want me to add fire damage into the critical? When I click the crit, have the dialogue.
It is dice. Well, first, what's your critical hit deck?
Yeah, okay, I'll do that first.
This is slashing
so
damage.
This is so it is shield cleave. Deal normal damage to the target's shield. I guess that doesn't do anything in this situation.
No, nothing in this situation, but still you get the double damage.
Unlucky. That's fine. Critical. What do you want me to add for the fire damage?
That's an additional d6 of fire damage.
Okay.
So you have it in there for an action.
All right, cool. Rolling. 30 damage. As I run up, I dip my sword into the heat, and I pull it out, and you see it's like glowing red for just a moment. And I go and I slice down like right at the head of this thing, like very much now in like fight or flight mode, or flight or fight mode. As you can see, I'm like a little panicked, but I'm like believing as I see the damage of the hit that like the stone's guiding me. The stone's guiding me.
Go fully releasing yourself to the stone, but because of also that the empowerment thing or whatever it's called, the implement,
Yep.
Glimpse weakness, that is normally a +5 that you get, so that also is doubled, so that's 40 damage that you get to deal to this creature. And also you just cleave through the side of it. The wound is being cauterized, and just as you do this, your hearing comes back, and as it lets out this large just sound as it gets burned and cut, which is something it does not like at all. So
you see that I almost like keel over for a moment from the shock of the noise, just as I like drive the rapier through. I kind of fall and like cover my ear a little bit as I just kind of like recoil.
Vita,
That's
it is
it.
your
That's my
turn.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're starting by drinking a healing potion minor. Okay, give me that 3.
3.
Okay, then we're gonna cast Warp Step on myself.
Okay. All
As I
right.
walk the distance of ground, it's like folded like paper under me.
Hell yeah.
And I get +5 my movement speed, and then I move twice. And I'm assuming there's no opportunity attack because Tarlon just moved up past that thing, right?
You have not
I
seen
stayed within.
it
I
use
stayed
an
within its
opportunity
range.
attack. Yeah, John
I
also
stayed within
left
its
and it did
attack
not
range,
get
so
attacked. So
Yeah.
you can assume that there is none.
And then I'm gonna move.
whoop.
This guy can move fucking.
All the way up here.
Who
That's
else
my
up
turn.
warping they steps?
Bros, stepping all around.
Fucking. Turlon, you just see Vito speed by you. And
I
go
just
to.
take like 2 steps, but I'm over here now.
Hell yeah. That's fucking crazy. I love that.
Wow, that's a big circle.
How does that work?
Gargantuan size.
And as you are moving, you
This
get to.
Phantom Crowd is gone, by the way, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Well,
By the way,
He ate him. He managed to eat him.
yeah, good thing. Yeah, he must have thought he was successful. The body, having taken damage, did not like that, so
and
it is
trailing.
going to groan. I'm going to need
Hmm.
all of you to make a reflex save.
Cantrip, that's
Please.
bitchin'.
Failure.
Reflex, you
Failure.
Failure.
I
That
didn't.
is a failure. That's fine.
Nice one. Nice one, Alex.
I know
God,
the DC.
why is it not showing up?
Is mine a failure?
You got a nat 20 by the way.
Yours.
So
Yes. Yours is
Alex.
also a failure, Vita.
Cool. Okay, I can't see dice either, so I'm gonna have to keep fucking leaving.
I'm gonna hero point mine.
Go.
Damn.
Oh, just a little bit less.
That's
a little bit
good.
less. On a critical success, you are unaffected, Felix, but the rest of you are all clumsy too until the beginning of your next turn. From the ground just shaking underneath, and now all of you, except for you, Felix, you just don't. You feel the ground shake, but all of you hear, not just from the heads, but just almost from the wall itself, this low just rumble sound. As it appears like it doesn't like getting hit.
I don't like getting hit either.
Round number
Reasonable.
4. John, it is your turn.
I don't see me bitching.
Kind of can't blame it.
I lose clumsy too since it's the start of my turn.
Yes, you do. Yeah, it's just unfortunate with the order. Yeah, you
Right,
are never going to be clumsy, John.
Have a use healing potion to get a nice 1 health.
Let's fucking go.
Why the fuck did they give us these worthless items? And then that's
Strongly worded letter.
badass, dude. That is just so fucking sick. That was a whole action.
Yeah.
Good thing you have 2 more.
Let's
I'm
go
gonna use them on
gambling.
sudden charge. Let's go gambling. I'm gonna get back into the action.
Yep. I will say that this
Oh,
head,
dang it.
after getting fucking kneed and sliced with fire, is not looking too hot.
Big flanking bonus spot here and here.
Yeah, I'm going right there.
Yep, that's flanking. I don't know if it'll auto detect. If it doesn't, I'll account for it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if it does or not.
It does account for it, and that is still just a normal success.
All right. Nice little piece of damage.
Oh, nice little piece of damage. Roll some damage, mate.
Oi. Respect.
Okay.
Respect.
Big respect.
I'll say from that punch, this head is just oozing out black liquid out of its eyes and mouth, and it's oozing out black liquid from the wound that you sliced through it, Turlon, as it lets out another scream as it gets punched. And is that your whole turn?
That's all I can do.
I love the vision of John just like punching this guy's exposed tendrils.
Mm-hmm.
Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam, bam. We are. It is now this head's turn. It is very upset. And as it has two people
It's gonna thrash
to the left and the right of him,
I'm praying I'm out of it.
it's not going to. It is going to
The Thrasher.
thrash left and right. I'm going to need you both to make
Wait,
reflex.
it
saves.
centers on. I'm sorry. It's centered on its. It's centered back here.
It's centered
Any point
anywhere
on
on its body.
That's insane. All right, hats off to you, Mr. Greaterhead. I know I wasn't familiar with your game.
It's almost dead.
Raider head game.
Almost
Yeah, I
dead.
might be about to join the almost dead crew.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know. We'll
die.
see.
Success.
Okay, I'll be
That's a
fine.
success.
We'll see.
Ooh, I'm gonna die.
Oh, and a failure.
Could be bad for John.
Yeah, on.
It's not a critical failure.
Not a critical failure. Not a
No,
critical
but
failure.
That's a lot of dice.
60-10.
Good.
Ooh.
Oh, 38 damage, I'll say. You both take, or so, Turlon, you are going to take half of that damage. John, you take the full damage, and you are both knocked back 15
Alright.
Yes,
feet.
John?
Say again?
John, my second character might die.
Wait, have
I'm
you
a
used a
big
hero
fan
point,
of-
Alex?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, for the stealth.
Too bad. So sad.
For the worthless stealth.
Turlon, you get knocked back into
The fire?
not into the fire, into the boiler thing. Your back slams into it. Thankfully, because you saved on your reflex saving throw, you do not take any fire damage. But
I feel that heat though.
you very well could have, because you're right
Is
next
Ori in there?
to
Ori is
No, but
definitely a
No,
fine
but I can put the paper remains in there if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
Not even ash left. That guy is gone.
And it is now going to move and look towards you, Kevin.
Why?
Uh,
I don't understand that.
these
What's
guys
up
are
with
not that smart.
You're the only one there.
Yeah, it's just the first guy it sees now. It is now your turn, Felix. You are cat.
Yo! Alright. Felix the House Cat. Copyright infringement time.
The head on the left is looking
That's
rough.
good.
Bleeding black liquid out of its eyes and mouth.
I'm doing my large cat run over there. That's one action.
Hell yeah.
Second action. Gonna use my fucking. I have two different attacks. Which one do I need to use? My jaws first.
Bite.
So I bite it. Yep.
That
For a total
is
of 23. I didn't target the thing.
That's fine. That is a hit. That's a hit.
Okay. I'm gonna roll damage for that one first. Before I continue with my third action. Slash!
Ooh, with
Yours,
some 8 points of piercing damage. I'll say, Felix, y'all know those red wax, spherical kind of cheeses where you have to peel around the edge of it. Felix, as you bite in, your lynx form, rip backwards, the skin of this creature kind of on the side of its neck starts to tear around as you tear, and just the head straight up falls entirely off. This entire 10-foot diameter,
Thank God.
thick neck
Now we
falls
just have to
to
deal
the
with the
ground,
second one.
dead as
Yo,
you
we
just
have to kill
ripped
the
off its
body.
head.
It's gonna keep growing heads. Fuck!
Uh,
No!
and I will mark this one as dead. Okay, there we go. Takes
Reasonable response.
and those are 2 your actions. You still have a third action.
That I do. Okay, so I can now.
Losing it.
Guys, I'm gonna crash out and I'm a big cat. What am I supposed to do? Can I run in between?
Meow so angrily.
These 2 things are separated. I will say for all of you as you're looking at this, before when the head was cut off, the limbs kind of just went limp. This neck is still just kind of up, just kind of flying in the air above you all. Like, kind of thrashing around as if its head got cut off. But yes, you can absolutely move through there.
Okay, yeah. I want to run here, my 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
I already drew it out, so I'm just gonna go. Fuck. Move, damn you.
Cat.
Yeah.
Here, yeah.
There we go.
It's my third
That is your third action.
Yeah.
It is now
And 6 out of 10 nettles. It's only come in handy once.
hell yeah.
That's fine.
Came in fucking handy though.
For that sick 1d4, it adds up. That's what I tell myself.
It is now this head's turn.
So this head.
So this is the head.
So this is
Metal
the
might be a
head.
debuff for us because it triggers the belly rumble every time.
Oh, actually, yeah. Hold on. I can just drop it at any time, so I do that.
How do you mean?
Nettle skin. I can stop the effect.
Okay.
I will say it did. I think it would look pretty badass as like a cat. There's just like little spines coming out of the fur.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's a pretty easy pattern to notice that the body groans and gets fucked up when it gets hurt. So I'd be like, it's not good. So then I drop the spell, and then like the nettle, the little spines decompose and fall off like plant matter, and then they turn to dust in like a second.
Cool.
All right. For this greater head's turn, it is going to see the only thing in its sight is
Oh,
you,
no.
John.
John's dead.
Oh no. Well, no, we don't know what it's gonna.
It starts trying to get up to you, John, and almost like from a cartoon, its neck keeps extending out and extending out. But then it reaches a certain point where its body, entire head stops, and it tries to reach out to grab you with its mouth, but it is not able to reach you. It seems like its body has reached its max extension.
Certifiable pog moment. Why am I like
we all stealth up while this thing just like chain chomp jumps at
it's so stupid. It's not gonna look at us. It's gonna oh my god. It's gonna notice.
That's why I'm back here.
It's gonna notice when we start stabbing the body with heat swords, but buys us time.
Buys you time.
We just have to trick it into looking back at John or whoever's in the back, and they just have to jump up and wave, and then just do that.
So it tries to attack you, John, but it is not able to reach you. Turlon, it's on.
Is he stupid?
You get a
stupid fucking
verifiably yes.
No, my clone can only be 15 feet away from me, so I can't. It's not very useful.
Right, get that big sword up in here.
That
big sword.
That big hot sword, baby.
I'm gonna 2 actions to move will get me here. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm just gonna fucking third action, shove my sword into the hot coals and just let it heat up for a turn. And then I'll do that.
Sounds good. You got a hot sword, Vita.
Yeah.
Or yeah, you go.
Oh yeah.
Hot
No,
sword.
I don't have anything else to say. I was just saying, oh yeah, hot sword, hell yeah.
Is
Oh
there
yeah.
any kind of special movement if I want to move here past this writhing neck?
You're gonna need to do an acrobatics check to do that, just because it's kind of in the air, flying around right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to try.
Go for it.
So I'm going to attempt to move here.
Okay.
Or I guess here. Doesn't fucking matter, really. Okay, acrobatics check. Come on, please. Wait, 17? That's not terrible.
Yeah, not awful. I was really just seeing if you were going to do a critical failure and it hits you and then you go
Okay,
prone.
okay.
But you're able to move through it.
Jesus.
Yes, you're able to duck under and get over to the other side. That's one action.
Okay, my next action is I'm going to sort of bite my thumb with my,
They're gonna
with
say
my
bite the
insides.
body.
I bite my thumb at thee.
And some blood's dripping out, and then I sort of flick it in the direction of
I
here.
cast Bloodborne Pathogen.
And
Oh,
I'm doing it to cast Whirling Flames. So the blood sort of like catches and ignites in the air. And they turn like this big storm of whirling flames.
Holy
I'm
shit.
putting it right here to damage both the body and head number 2.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Damages
Can
all
the body make a
creatures
reflex save, huh?
in that
Okay.
area.
Fat fucking thing.
Fat
Point
fucking
laugh.
thing.
Point laugh.
We'll definitely have the neck make a reflex save.
Fuck you,
Oh,
Nick.
that's a critical success.
fucker.
But I will say that it is not able to. The body is not able to make a save.
Yeah. Okay, so damage.
So roll damage.
And it should have extra because it's fire damage, right?
Holy shit.
At least that's what I'm hoping, because it's weak to fire.
Yeah.
Anything like that.
Yeah. What you can tell is that the body is weak to fire. I'll say
Statistically average roll. Good job.
nice, good job, good job. The
Exactly what we need.
body is going to take 28 points of damage.
Oh,
Whoa!
yay!
Wow. Real
Uh,
life
Weak to
girl.
The neck
fire.
takes
It's weak to piercing, sharp damage, and it's super weak to fire.
and
neck
but
takes nothing.
the neck, an odd way, based off of now that you're closer to the body, you see that the neck isn't just like kind of attached like our necks are. The neck is kind of this moving thing that can kind of shift over, and so the neck
That's awful.
is able to kind of just shift over within the body. The body's just these folded over masses, so it's not actually connected right at that point. But the body does take a good amount of damage. The body, in response, is now going to freaking groan. Let's just say that.
Going to groan.
Let's just say it's gonna groan.
Need you to all make reflex saves for me.
Please.
Please don't be a
I'm
crit
fine.
fail.
I survived these
Please
easy.
don't be a crit fail. Oh, thank God.
Easy.
Critical success, actually.
Regular success squad, roll up.
Okay.
Roll up.
Okay, so
What's up, Felix?
What do you mean by this?
So John, you are unaffected. Vita and Turlon, you are both clumsy 1, and then Felix, you are clumsy 2. But you did not critically fail, which is good. Till the start of your next turn, which, John, it is now your turn.
Okay, so this thing is just there, chain chomping me.
Yeah, it seems to be trying to reach out to you.
Okay. All right, so this is the extent. I'm gonna walk up, punch it, and then walk back.
Yeah.
Those are my 3 actions. I'm not
Simple
necessarily gonna
means.
roll it out. I'm just gonna do the attack roll and then
Do that.
just gonna keep doing that.
Simple man.
Simple man. Simple, man. Oh, my
my
fucking
God.
god,
Is that your
Nat
dude.
4th
20.
one today?
This is
Uh-huh.
fucking
Something like that.
crazy.
That's 2 in a row. Also, and you got 2 in a row earlier.
Yeah.
And the
That's
target
2
is
nat 20 in a
blinded
row.
until
Two
the
1 in
end of this.
400
blinded,
chances.
so I just walked up and botched it in the eye.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
you punched through. It's just a hole in the eye.
Punch through his
See
hole.
the damage. One.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Damn.
hold. Sorry, hold. Sorry.
I
Sorry.
make bad jokes before I actually realize that they're not that funny.
Okay, so I'll
You just
roll
gotta get him out
damage on
there.
that.
Expel them like
Material.
It
demons.
has to do a DC 22 fortitude
Yeah, let's have it do
saving
that.
throw, or it's slowed.
So it's just blind no matter what right now?
Now it's just blind. Yep.
That's insane.
It
Succeed on the fortitude save.
succeeds.
But it is just blind.
Okay, yeah, but it is blind. I'm trying to get the status of blind, but how we are going... Yeah, blinded. There we go. All right. It is now your turn, Felix.
Woo!
That's stupid.
Walks up, crit punch, blinds it.
Just punches right through the eye. Just lets out this
He
guttural
just needed a
scream.
second to compose himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that, Kevin.
That would have been a good
Thanks.
gift.
I like
That
that.
would have been a good gift.
Good thing Steve's recorded.
Yeah.
So first action, I run up. Second action, my jaws.
My jaws.
All right, up, pull up.
I
My
bite it
jaws. Bite the wall.
for a 27.
That does hit the wall.
Nice.
AC
Oh,
is
so-
not very large for wall.
So we're hitting the wall. Total of 9
9 damage, hell yeah.
piercing damage.
And I will say that as you kind of tear at a section of it, once again, it's like the skin is paper thin. It kind of peels back, and just there's this black goo that starts just instantly dripping out. It does not seem like it has very thick skin once it gets torn apart. So,
Alright, well,
but
since it's so easy to hit, normally I was gonna do my claws because it's agile, so it's easier to hit. But this is just a big wall of flesh, so I'm just gonna bite it again.
oh yeah,
Wait, I have a really funny idea, but okay.
Ow.
that is a miss. Unfortunately, you're trying to bite through the wall, and the wall
I
is
don't have
just
a
too thick.
angle.
Or the skin, yeah, it's not the right angle, and your teeth are
Don't
not
actually
able to
break
pierce
it.
through it.
All right, those are my 3 actions.
All right. Ooh. How we
Blind ass head.
yeah, the blind
Like a
head,
blind head.
but what we are gonna do very late is we're gonna end on this, and we'll pick up this in the next session, this combat. But how we are going to end is the head or the neck that has been thrashing around. As you all are attacking, you all notice that the head is not really thrashing around anymore. And you all hear, well, I'll say Felix, you actually don't hear. But John, as you are kind of focused on the head that's in front of you, Turlan and Vita, you hear these almost higher pitched screaming noises. You hear sounds, and you look behind, and emerging from the thick neck that is protruding and is now kind of just still in air, you now see these smaller heads begin to peer out of it. As you see these 3 heads emerge from the cavity that was now created, and that is how we are going to end.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck! It's
Thankfully, I
11.
do not.
Oh my god!
I do not worry. It's I was gonna say I forgot that you guys are at like midnight right now.
Things aren't looking good for old John.
California.